Here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so big exciting things happening. We finished our our onboarding sheets to be rolled out August 1st. We didn't get much feedback, but we did give each other feedback and we finalized them. I can send them in here. I think we're 100% done, right, Cheryl? I believe so. We're 100% done with those, right? Yeah, okay. Those sheets are our babies. So we can change them as we go. I didn't realize it would, it took a lot of effort and time, and it's just things that you think of as you go, and you're like, oh yeah, we got to do this and that. So anyway, we're super excited for them. We got the videos. Each one has like videos that are needed. So we're getting those videos finalized. Rhonda's going to make a couple for us as well. So we're going to have those all ready for August 1st. And so does anybody have questions on those onboarding sheets? No. Okay. So if you guys have leaders chats with your leaders, if you have team pages, and then do we have, all of that on August 1st, I want you guys to really communicate. We're going to kind of communicate this probably all of August on every accountability call we do, when we go live and talk about it, all these things. Like, we are going to kind of beat a dead horse, because we really want people to be using these sheets, because there is a lot of, not a lot of follow-up being done. And we really just, that's so important in this. So we're going to be talking about that. And then we took a poll. It looks like Monday nights are where it's at. So we're going to switch the calls to Monday nights. And then we will post that information. So some of you have messaged me. I don't know, Cheryl, did you get much messages about who is going to be the on the road to gold call? Did you get any messages? Okay. So we know who needs to be on the road to gold, which would be like ambassadors, silvers, those who are working the business, want to be held accountable, want to be committed, and be on these calls. So they're going to start next Monday, the 6th, at 7 to 7:30 is going to be on the way to gold call. This is Pacific time. Sorry, Hannah. So that would be 9 to 9:30 your time. Oh.
No. That's okay. It's okay. They're good with that. We do we do our Thursday team calls at 9, because everyone gets their kids to bed. So that's totally fine.
Okay. And then 7:30 to 8 is gold and above. So gold, senior golds. And then 8 to 8:30 will be our ruby and above call. And so we're going to start that next Monday, the 6th. And these calls every week, everybody's going to be sending in their sheets to either Cheryl or myself, their accountability call sheets, which we will get out to you guys. And then we're going to go over stats, and we're going to give training, and they're just going to be 30 minutes long. So again, these are for people who are strictly committed to working the business. Not people who are kind of like, I'll hop on a call here and there. Like, it's like a full-blown commitment. We're putting the time and effort, and we want to pour into those people. So it's not just going to be once a week. We're going to be, making sure that they send in their accountability sheets, see what kind of coaching is needed and stuff. So this is for serious people, our business builders, right? Our top 20% that we want to be all pouring into. Any questions on that? No. And welcome to Plexus Video. We'll be ready. It's not ready yet. Sorry.
I did have one question.
Yeah.
On the sheets. Okay. So red is for like strictly happy wholesalers, customers. Yellow, is that for like ones who like want to get their products paid for? Like, okay. And then green is for business. Okay. That's what I thought.
Like,
I just
try to get them to silver, get their products paid for. They're kind of dabbling. Okay. We don't want to be like full force, like make your list of 64, all these things. But the next level is like, girl, I'm all in. I want to work this business. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
So maybe we'll label that a little bit different on those forms. I'll do that.
Yeah, that's what threw me off.
Okay.
I was looking, but no. I mean, what y'all had was great, but I was just looking for like, the
color
wholesalers or, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so, for sure. Okay. So we will get that finalized and finished. And then one more thing, our calendar. So Cheryl finalized the calendar. We have the week of pink on there. We have our pink Saturday. And then we have our accountability calls for every Monday on there. And you guys can add anything to your own. You can print it out, write things down. We were thinking in the Goals and Above chat that we will put like a reminder, like on at the first of every month, don't forget to do your shout outs. So that will be like your reminder, because this calendar is going to be on our team page and we don't want people to be like, they have to remind my leader to give me a shout out type thing. So we'll do that in the message call, the message chat. And then if anybody's in that message chat that we've added and is kind of not active or not committed, we can remove them. So definitely let us know. We don't want them to have to keep getting notifications. This is kind of for those people that are committed and going to be on these accountability calls. So people are being rude to be like, oh, what they do, it's just, it's not their time. So that'll definitely be occurring as well. And Liz had asked a question about opportunity event, like training type calls, like a Zoom, like an opportunity event to plug people into who are like, hey, what's Plexus all about? So Cheryl and I were talking, we're going to see how this all rolls out, all that. We definitely want to do that. I don't know if we'll do it in August, but we'll for sure, once this is all rolled out and everybody's committed and has their systems going, then we'll add one more event onto our calendar. But we don't want to do so much to overwhelm all at once.
That's it?
I just muted them. Any questions? Everybody looks so serious. Can I get a smile? One time when you guys have your own team Zoom calls, you'll get why I need interaction and smiling. It looks like I'm boring you. Thank you all. Yeah. Who is that?
Me, Liz.
Hi.
Hi. You froze. I don't know if it's me or you, but.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes. Can you hear us? Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So, as a leader, am I supposed to also be on the lower rank accountability calls?
No, you're not required to be on those calls.
Okay.
That's kind of Cheryl and I kind of helping you guys take the reins a little bit.
Got it. Thank you. That's awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Kathy's waiting for 2. Adriana for sure. Yeah, as long as you guys get them by, I don't know, before. I would say by Wednesday, Cheryl, we have that list of people. That way we can create the group chat for the people on their way to gold. We can let them know what's kind of expected of them. That way if they're like, oh, wait, that's not what I thought it was, they can kind of opt out and we don't have to, bug them for their accountability sheets every week. Did you want to add anything, Cheryl?
Thank you so much for putting this all together, first of all, and for making those sheets and like all the time you did that. Thank you.
Thank you. You helped. Early mornings, late nights. It was a team effort for sure.
Mostly, I'm just like so grateful that all of us are like going to be on the same page and like doing everything all unified as a team. And like, I feel like truly all of us together doing this all like is going to like carry the whole ship. You know what I'm saying? Like if we were on one of those giant ships where like, the guys were like rowing out the sides of it and we're all like rowing in different directions and different speeds and all these things. And that's why I feel like the entire ship, all of us was kind of stuck. And we're all going to be rowing together now. And like, I think we're just going to take off and it's going to be like the most beautiful thing ever. I'm so excited for all of this.
Yeah, like I cannot wait to see where all of you are going to be in just like a few months. I just feel like it's going to be such a huge, such a like a weight off of all of our shoulders too. Like wondering like, are they following up with their people or, is everything in place? Yes, we're still going to have to, keep in touch with our teams, make sure they're following these sheets for some time. It's a new habit. But I think once all these systems are in place, it's just going to be like, we can go on family trips and not feel like, oh my gosh, it's like hands off the wheel for a day or two, or a week, however we need to be. And it's, we're all going to be, we've got each other's backs type thing. So I'm super excited. So that was it on my end. I didn't want to keep it too long tonight. Did you guys want to go over the sheets again? Or are you cool with how they are? I'm just going to add that thing at the top that Hannah suggested. Oh, I love that, Kathy. She's going to print them out and send them to her leaders. That's super awesome.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I have mine printed out. I'm a pen and paper, like printed out kind of person, but I did want to say, so on August 1st, if you guys have your own team pages as well, so that we're all in unison, can we post the calendar for August like the day before so people have it? So on July 31st, so Tuesday, we can post that calendar so it goes out at the same time to everybody for all of the teams. Okay, and then on August 1st, we're all gonna post like the welcome to Plexus video in our welcome posts and stuff. And we're all gonna have a video library on our team pages. And then how are we all gonna introduce and announce these new onboarding sheets? Are you gonna do a live about it and then we all like share it to our pages, or are we all just doing our own lives, or how are we doing that?
I was going to go live and explain like our new process and, you know, the excitement about it, and talk probably one more time about the accountability calls in that live as well, but go over these new sheets and how we're implementing them. You guys can share it, but I know sometimes on team pages when you share stuff, it doesn't get seen as much. So it's totally up to you how you want to do that with your teams, whatever you think. I mean, if you guys do team calls or Zooms, I mean, definitely go over these sheets with them, and that's kind of the duplication process, training your team down. So we did this whole team training. If you do this with your team's big enough where you're going to get on a Zoom, you can do that too. If you guys need a Zoom account, if you don't have one, you can always use mine. I don't need to be on it. You can start your own Zoom and post it or whatever. Definitely let me know as well. But that way they're all on the same page.
Okay. So sorry, are you doing that on August 1st, or are you suggesting we do that like tomorrow or the next day and kind of have it like, hey, this is what's coming on August 1st kind of?
Probably sooner, yeah. I would say, let's see, not tonight, obviously. I say tomorrow night, because then the last day of the month, you know, I don't want, it's, you know, give it a day or two if people have questions or I missed something. So tomorrow night, I'll go live on our main team page. Then we can duplicate that down.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll do the same.
How do we do a video library on your team page? Oh, sorry. Oh, Kathy asked how we do a video library on the team page. So what you can do, Kathy, is you can make a graphic like videos to save or something like that, and then you can post them in the comments, or you can make one big post and add to it and say like triplex video with the link underneath, block video with the link underneath. That's kind of pretty much how that's how kind of I'm gonna do it. I don't know if there's a different way, but just making one graphic, videos to save, and it's all in one post. That way if somebody asks you, you can tag them in that post. They can just go there and find it, you know, and then they can do that with their team too.
Yeah, literally once Andrea posts her video library, you can just copy the post, save the graphic, and put it on your page too, and just put the graphic and copy and paste the post right there, and you'll have the exact same video library as her. And then as time goes on in your team, you know, like you add videos here and there, that's cool, but we want to make sure we have like that core video library kind of duplicated all around for everybody, at least launching it in August, so that we all have the same, you know, welcome to Plexus or the Triplex video or all that, just for this launch, you know. And as time goes on, we might get better videos and new videos coming out, and you want to make your own videos and put them in your team's library, like that's totally cool. But just to kind of get started, we can all just copy and paste the one that Andrea puts as our like team's video library.
Mm-hmm. And Leanne, your question was they should have them this week. I'm sorry, what was it on? The PDFs that we have? Yeah. I'll go back in to Hannah and add Hannah's suggestion, and then I'll send them all tonight. That way you guys can have them, you can print them and send them out and start using them now with your new people. So if your team has added new people, you know, and we're sending this out, I mean, you start going over it. If you have a leader chat with your team members, just say, hey, this is coming out August 1st. take a look at these. Let me know if you have any questions. We're launching this as of August 1st. I mean, you can definitely do that if you want to, but I will go live tomorrow night and then explain it and maybe send it after as well. Okay. I think that was it then. Right? No more questions, no more feedback, no more exciting faces. Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for popping on tonight. I feel like I'm missing something, but we could put it in a message.
I have a question. I would love some advice. And just to echo Cheryl, thank you both so much for doing all of this. I know with my schedule being so busy, I appreciate everything that you guys do, all the legwork and everything. So thank you. I have two challenges I would love some help with. The first one is, so I reached out to all of the people who have been runners or running with me for 2 years, and where I would think there's been maybe like 10 or 15 over that course of time, I had 3 reply to this request if they wanted to be accountability. So what do you sort of do with the rest, where they've sort of maybe been in or out of it for a little bit? I don't have a team page anymore because we, a little while back, merged with Cheryl. And so like we just have the Diamond page now. So I personally don't have a team page anymore. So how would you sort of tackle that?
Just communicating or?
Yeah, I guess like if I've only got 3 people who've really said, I want to be accountable, what do you do with the other, say, dozen people who at one point or another have ran the business and their business has either slowed down or they're not as active running it anymore? How do I, as a leader, because I don't have my own team page anymore, how do I sort of communicate effectively with them if they haven't replied and there's sort of crickets, like they're not showing interest into wanting to continue with the business? Like, what do you do? It's a little, for me, disheartening that it's like, okay, I'm starting with 3 now instead of like, you know what I mean? But I just want to make sure if it's a fresh start, how to do it well and convey that well to everybody with a positive tone. And I just need some advice of how to roll that out.
You want to go, Cheryl? You want me?
Liz,
I have different advice.
I had one person respond, so there's that. I mean, obviously you guys on here are part of it, but my whole thing is like, this is so brand new that people don't see the value in it yet. So the first group might be really small, but what we're hoping is over that 3 months, a lot of those people are going to rank up. They're going to have like higher numbers. They're going to be pulling more people in, and they're going to start having a lot of success where people are like, wait a minute, what are these people doing different? What's happening? And when we're shouting them out and we're saying, all these praises about our accountability calls and how it's changing us, that and your teams are going to see value in it and they're going to want to be on the next round of it. So if they don't see it right now, they don't want it right now, we can't really drag them and pull them to do it. All we can do is lead the way with the ones who are like, yes, I want it. Then let's link arms with them and go and run with them, And those people aren't really lost. You have them in message threads, I believe. And so they're seeing everything. They're still kind of connected. They're on the team pages. They see all that. It might not be their time right now. You just have to kind of let them, love them where they're at,
Awesome. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to say. Just love on them. And I was going to say, do you have a message thread with them? You can connect with them. Still check in with them once a month, twice a month. And just be a friend and be there for them once a month as personal, once a month for business. And that's it. That's all you can do is love on them. And I had a call the other day and something really stuck with me. And he said, you want to train Jules? And I was like, boom. Like, that's exactly what we want to be doing. We want to be training people up to be Jules. And I was sitting there for so long trying to be like the rescuer for everybody, and it's like, I can't do that for like all my level 1s. And as a yellow, it's hard. Trust me, it's like letting that go. But I'm like, either I'm going to go to the top or they're going to weigh me down where I can't continue up, and this is still a business. And so if you're an employee or if you have a business you own a restaurant or something, and you have those employees that just aren't into it, don't want to come in early, don't want to work those extra shifts, you just got to let them be and where they're at, and those ones that want to work and hustle and everything, you schedule those people. It's kind of like that whole, it's a business, and that took a long time for me to really see it like that because I'm a people lover. I just love people, but it is also business. Like we want to help people. I want to help you guys be Jules. I don't want to help people and pull them up along the way. So I kind of have to look at it that way. And that, I don't know why, we do want to train Jules, but now the mindset is totally just shifted for me since I heard that. So just love on them, and if they come back, they come back. You hear all these success stories on the Jules pages of people that went into the, you know, they went MIA for 6 months and they came back and now they're Jules. And it's just, you just got to love on them. And when they come back, they'll be like, you were still loving on me, and it wasn't just about the points. Because I got a message the other day telling me, I thought you just messaged me for points. And I'm like, that's not who I am. And that really broke my heart for a minute. And I'm like, I must be doing something wrong, but I'm not going to make everybody happy, you know? And so anyway, just had to think that too, because we don't want people to think that it's just about the points. We do want to have those relationships. So anyway, and you said you had another question, Liz, or was that it?
Yeah, a real quick one. It's more, I guess, for Cheryl. With just a quick question. I'm sorry, I've been working so much that I'm sort of playing catch up a bit right now. With the new Diamond Tribe page, so just sort of some logistical questions. So again, how do I roll that out well? Because I just was thinking today, like if I was a wholesale customer or wholesale ambassador sort of, and I feel like they were in my team page and then my team page went away and we merged both of your folks' pages for a while, and then we went back to just our own Diamond page, and now we're going to take them out of that and put them in another one. And I'm sort of like, if I was on the receiving end of that and didn't really know too much, I might feel like I'm just getting bounced around and put in page to page, or, you know, and I don't want that. I want to make sure, again, I roll it out, and just sort of looking for some advice of how to do that well and who to put in that page. And then part B of that is with our VIP page, are we going to make it more, I know you guys have said we, and I think this makes perfect sense. You can't implement every new system all at once, or it is going to overwhelm everybody for sure. Are we going to make it more like a wellness page where we offer valuable content of things that are non-Plexus as well, sort of the way Emily talked about in that? So sorry, I know that's a lot of questions at once, but.
Yeah, definitely, like more health tips and stuff like that, like
Yeah,
drinking water and like wellness and inflammation, like not articles, but you know, things that we would want them to be doing as far as like drinking their water, going to the bathroom a couple times a day, like informational posts like that. Yeah, I don't think like food posts or stuff like that, you know, how to eat. We haven't really gotten that far. But we can definitely add more like wellness tips in there. I was actually thinking that the other day about like the water and stuff like that. Because I mean, I know that. So I'm like, oh, but people need to know that. So.
Yeah, so for our team page, and I've thought really, really long and hard about this and really debated keeping the same Diamond Tribe page or changing it. And as our page stands right now, I feel like our page doesn't bring a lot of value to people. And so people don't go to it and check it. So, you know, we have like over 1,000 people on that page, and it'll be like 10 people saw the post, or like 2 likes, or 1 comment, or like 5 people commenting on a welcome post. And so for me, what I'm feeling is that our page doesn't have enough value to where people want to go into it every day, because it's not, the algorithm's not going to let them know all the posts and all the things. So the Diamond Tribe right now doesn't have any value in there, and I'll take full responsibility for it. It's the page that I've been running is the same way it's been run since I started 2.5 years ago. And that's just the way I was trained to make a page, and that's what I did. And I ran it with a lot of passion then, and I feel like I got into like a lot of autopilot mode, and our page is very chaotic and it's very hard to follow. And to me, going on there, I am like, okay, this is like overwhelming. It's not attractive. I can't like follow this. Like if I was brand new, I wouldn't even. So my thought is happy wholesalers pop on the first time and they probably don't ever come back again. Or maybe they see an occasional post when the algorithm happens to go in their feed and say like, hey, there's a new post, and maybe they happen to see it. But there's nothing drawing them to that page as it is. And there's so much old information in there, and misinformation, and old videos and old trainings, to where it's just really not current with what our team needs right now. I really feel like our team, and a lot of people have left our team, a lot of people have gone, and I feel like we're at a brand new place with like a fresh start of like, hey, And this new page, it might 10% of my team only might come on that page. And I have to be okay with that because it's going to be a whole fresh start of like value being added to people, teaching people about personal growth and self-love and being authentic and how to post on social media authentically. It's going to be a page where it's empowering everybody, and the page is going to be so beautifully aesthetically speaking, where instead of all these jumbles of posts being in there, every single post is so beautiful that people comment in there with more value, or they comment in there with, things they found, and the one welcome post, and everyone's in that one welcome post, so that it's all organized and easy to follow and easy to see. So if someone is brand new and is brought into that page, they're like, oh, what's this page? What is this? And they can scroll through and they will know exactly what it is. They'll know exactly what each photo means and what it does and how to navigate it. And they're like, oh, this is kind of cool. And we tag them and we show them there's value here. But I'll be honest with you, I feel like the team page is really, our team page is really for people who kind of want this business, even if they're just dabbling. It's people who want to see that, and they want more out of life, and they want personal growth, and they want all those things. Sorry, Andre, can you mute?
Yes. Oh, they keep getting back in.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So, and I've done a lot of personal growth, I believe, over the past year. And I feel like our team's done a lot of growing and a lot of struggle pains, but I feel like our team's kind of been on a hamster wheel and we haven't really gone anywhere. And our team page is kind of stagnant too. And I feel like we really need a fresh start with a brand new team page. And if that means that half of our team doesn't come to it or doesn't join us or doesn't see the value in it, majority of those people aren't doing the business anyway, or they aren't ordering anyway, or they're out anyway. So they're not checking the team page anyway. And I feel like there's a lot of dead weight in there. And I'd rather start a new page fresh with people who actually want it and get it and have that vision and like really want to do something and grow something and really do something with this company and with us. I'd rather have that energy on a whole brand new page, even if there's only 10 of us in there, versus going to the Diamond Tribe and feeling that dead energy that's in that page. And this is a very huge decision. I know it's a very risky decision as well, because we have changed our page a lot. We have jumped around a lot, and a lot of things was learning lessons of owning a business and what's right for the team and what's not right and what is working and what isn't working. But I feel like in my heart and in my gut instinct, I feel like it's something that we really need to do, and that it's going to have such a different vibe to it and such a different energy to it that it'll really, really benefit everyone on our team and everyone who's coming into our team brand new. And Liz, a lot of people on my team have been saying and having that feeling of like, I'm just building a whole new team, I'm starting over. And I feel like that's kind of where we're at. A lot of people have dropped off and they may or may not come back. And if they do, they'll have an awesome place to come back to, right? Because it'll be totally different and totally brand new, and they'll be like, whoa, what's all this, right? Whereas the Diamond Tribe, it's not that, And so even if we start fresh, think of all the new fresh people that we can bring in that will have the next level of personal growth there, the next level of where we're at in leadership and growth and who we've grown into, who we've become. Because the people we were when we first started, this goes for everyone, all the leaders on my team, you weren't the same person as when you started, right? So if you do start a brand new team fresh right now, you're up here now with leadership. So that team's going to thrive a lot more than the team you started with when you were like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, which we all did, right? So I really feel like it's going to be a beautiful thing. And now communication and over communicating and really, really talking to people is going to be the key for all of this that's happening in August, but also being really, really positive and really excited about it can make or break it, because I feel freaking excited about it. And I think it's going to be a beautiful, amazing thing. And I'm so pumped, and I'm super excited to actually go on the team page now and like be part of it. Whereas on the Diamond Tribe, I haven't even been excited to go in there. So I think that's key to it as well, of translating that down to your leaders.
Awesome. Thank you. I think it looks beautiful. I looked at it. Oh, thank you. I looked at it today. I think it looks beautiful. Like you said, aesthetically pleasing. It looks stunning. I was like, wow. Again, you put a ton of hard work into it, and I appreciate all of the work that you put into it. I think it looks great. So we click invite, and we invite our whole current team that we have, or who do I pick to invite to that page?
So this is a question that I would have for you guys is I'm going to announce it on the Diamond Tribe, and then we're going to put the link for the page on the Diamond Tribe where they can actually click to like join a group to request to be in it. I don't want to just mass add people to it. If they're in the Diamond Tribe and they're active and they're paying attention and they see this post, and I'll pin it at the very top, it'll be the first post anyone sees on the page. It's like, this page will be closing down. If you want to be part of something big and great in what we're doing, here's the link for the new page. Click here, join us, come with us. My thought is if they don't want that and they don't want to be part of it, if they're just like checked out, like I don't want to go mass add the same 1,000 people to that new team page, because then they're like, what was the point? Now that's where like communicating comes in as well, because you want to make sure no one's getting missed if they do want to be part of it. So when I go live in the team page and talk about what it is, I'll try to keep the video really short and sweet so you can tag your people to that video to see like, hey, here's what's going on, please watch this. It'll be like a 5-minute video, and if they want to be part of it, then you can add them, or they can request. Oh my God. Get out of here, you crazy. Stop. Or they can request to be part of it. But I really want the energy on the page to be people who want to be there. And I feel like a lot of times people get forced into it. And I'd rather it be people who actually want to be part of something. And they're like, yeah, no, I want to be part of it. So even if like happy wholesalers, like asking them first, be like, hey, we have this awesome team page about X, Y, and Z. Do you want to be part of that? And asking them. Every happy wholesaler, 100,000% yes, goes in the VIP group, because we want them to have that knowledge and that education and that place to go. But if they're like, no, don't put me in your groups, and don't want, like, if they have an attitude towards it, like, just hang off on putting them in right away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be a very organic team page that's grown by people who want to be in it.
Oh, there she is. I'm like, it froze. Awesome. Okay. Sorry, Liz froze. So I don't know if she went away, or maybe it was just on my end. All right, cool. Well, super excited. I love that. Like, Cheryl and I were talking about subscriptions, and she said, she's like, if they don't want a subscription on, I'm going to keep them as a customer. I'm like, it just makes more sense. Long term, have your PV high, have your people have their PV high, make more money. They don't want their subscription order on. I know Plexus is working to fix that, where it doesn't add it all up in the total, where when they go to check out, it looks like they're charged like $300 and something. So they are fixing that in the back office as well. So hopefully that's soon. But I know we'll talk more about that on our accountability calls, and I want to let you guys go because I know we said 30 minutes. But if you have any questions, you can message us outside of this, and then I just finished up the PDF, so I will send them over. And thank you so much, Cheryl, for all your hard work. Super excited for next week's accountabilities. And you guys have a good night. Bye.